Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Today is the day the truth came knocking. And what we've got to get into might be exciting to some of you guys. I know you guys have been waiting for something like this for a while. So, for weeks, we've been tracking the neglect for weeks. We've been raising the alarm. And today, we have 100% confirmation that the message was received. In the own recent video, his own recent video, this guy, known as Boober Weir, confirmed that 2 police officers and animal control were at his door. He wants to act like this is a joke. He wants to act like he won. Well, we're going to look at the video evidence posted up on his page and show you why he is panicking. So, to anybody new, to anybody who doesn't know, last night it was brought to my attention that Tammy Borden kicked a dog on one of Boober's videos. And last night we covered the fact that I would be reporting that incident to local law enforcement and animal control in that division. Raging Cajun did. Raging Cajun 100% did. I called Johnstown last night and Fulton County Sheriff's Office. I drafted a formal email along with secure links to the videos, and I sent them over. What's up, Taco? We're seeing the response that we got from last night's. Actually, I want to credit you too. The dog that Tammy kicked. I put in a report last night, and we have 100% a confirmation that the message was received. So, Taco, again, thank you for bringing that to my attention. Boober has posted a video, a short video, and he seems pretty mad. Seems like somebody came and knocked on his door. Seems like the long arm of the law has finally reached out and touched Boober. The man talks and talks and taunts about law enforcement, how he's going to do this, how he's going to do that. Well, let me tell you something here, boobs. How many times have you called Collier County Sheriff? How many times have you called the FBI? How many times have you called Lockheed Martin, the ATF? How many times have you made phone calls and nothing has came of it yet? Huh. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I know people of Raging Cajun Media. Hey, Merc Man, you see this? See this fool? He's done called the cops like 500 times. How many times did I call? 2? Yeah, 2. I've only called twice, and the second time got a response. That shows you guys that this man, everything he says, his words don't have gravity. What's up, Andrew? How you doing, buddy? Hope everything's going good. Yeah, he's gonna call the CIA next. Yeah, that's totally in the agenda. And nobody took out Andrew right now. He's cool. He's fine in my chats. Moderators, you know, y'all don't bother my buddy. Yeah, I do cartwheels. Yeah, that fucking A, he did the cartwheels. Yeah, cartwheel crew. Yeah, y'all leave Andrew alone. He's doing cartwheels. Just let him do cartwheels. I got a little excited. My bad. I love cartwheels. I don't know why. He's going to call the Chips Intelligence Agency because we're all taco about it. Taco, we're not like that. No. Anyway, get back on topic. So, as I said, he thought by him saying multiple times. Hell yeah, more cartwheels. More cartwheels. I love it. He thought by saying multiple times on the internet that call your county sheriffs and calling, different bodies of law enforcement would get a rise out of us over here, on my end. It absolutely did not. And not one time did an officer show up, and not one time was a formal report taken. So, good try, fuckstick, in your words, Mr. Boober. I want to break down a few reasons why I know that his impact really hit a little closer to home than he's putting off in his videos. So, looking at his latest upload, we're going to talk about this. Yeah, and I told him, Andrew, I'm not the guy to fool with. Leave me and my peoples alone and you will be fine. But ego is the biggest killer of mankind. Your ego will get you hurt in so many other ways than you can imagine. And ego absolutely burns bridges. And they don't understand this concept. The fuck, Mark, man? What are these teleprompts? Much like the JLA Act. So we're gonna go over this real quick. Merkman, where is my prompt, bro? So look at the creator's response. He's aggressive, and he's calling out names. He's mentioning the FBI and the U.S. Marshals. When someone is innocent, hell yeah, Andrew. Fucking cartwheels all day, bro. When someone is innocent, they usually show proof of care. That video lacks proof of care. When someone is feeling pressure, they lash out. We can obviously see that in his last upload. We are going to keep monitoring this. We are not backing down until these animals are safe. While he claims they didn't want to see the puppies, and he still has all his dogs, his reaction suggests different. Oh yeah, he definitely got all the 3-letter agencies in that one. He likes to claim in his last upload that they were joking and laughing. This could be a front. Everybody knows police officers maintain professionalism. The officers are probably using de-escalation tactics to keep the situation calm while they do their job. Professionalism on their part doesn't mean a case wasn't opened. It just means that they were doing their work efficiently. Okay. That being said, there is an open report now. There is numbers attached to that address. You're welcome, Robert. You're welcome, Tammy. You shouldn't have kicked the dog. And they even they did the snark liberty, the duty to post stuff on their pages. Well, if you're worried about my dogs, why don't you call them? I did. It wasn't Mama Bear. It wasn't Cattle King. It wasn't one of your rogue mods. It was your very, very close and dear friend, Raging Cajun Media. Oh, yes, Taco. They begged for someone to call. Raging Cajun Media did. Raging Cajun Media does not support nor we condone animal abuse. Hell yeah, Andrew. We do cartwheels over here. And we don't cartwheel animals. But yes, they had the gall to post it on their page. And I called. And now they're like, I'm gonna call this, I'm gonna call. That's obvious signs of deflection. Hold on, I'm getting a message from one of the other staff members. Let me answer this. So, guys, do you really think that you really think the police are playing it off as, oh hell yeah, everybody's in the fucking chat doing cartwheels? Yeah. See, this is the cartwheel community over here, boober. Get cool like us. So anybody over there really think that law enforcement took this seriously? I mean, 2 police officers showed up and an animal control officer. So, you know, Johnstown ACO division has to take a report if 2 police officers show up. They're not going to take dogs. They're not going to take you to jail. They're there to do a welfare check like I requested, to make sure your dogs were okay because you were beating on them. You know, it's not cool. We don't like to see that here. You know something else I found hilarious? They've been bashing Mama Bear for asking to borrow $50, but Tammy asked Brooks for $25. Oh, well, how bashful! How bashful of her not to mention that to the internet. Huh. We're also going to switch over to my cell phone here. We're going to read some lovely comments that I get on my posts. I love that everybody is doing cartwheels in my chat. This is awesome. The influence was made. And everybody over here at Rage Cage Media is safe. So, ha. And Brooks even said no. Damn. Hold on. Let me post that. Yeah. And Brooks said no. Ah, won't let me pin it. Damn it. All right. So, let's go over here. Go to my page. Well, it's not on there. So it's posted a video of me smiling with you know, my Paddock watch on and stuff like that earlier today. Boober Weir says, weird. Whose teeth did you steal? Did you get into Mama Bear's dresser? Oh, that's cute. Tammy says, that's not the teeth you show in your video. That's weird. Well, it's weird. I guess orthodontics isn't a thing, right? Or orthodontists don't exist yet. Okay. I'll take that information and do what I will with it, I guess. I don't know. So, we're just going to hop on over here. I love it. I look over and I see Andrew doing cartwheels in my chat. I love that. It's fucking awesome. Yo, I can't spell. She doesn't have an N in mom's. And I think Tammy's also obsessed with me because she keeps reposting everything I post on my page. And it's engaging, and I love to see that, you know, my followers and my viewers are interacting with my posts and whatnot. But at least say something nice. "54 minutes ago, she says, wow, you were so concerned, Connie, you couldn't make that call by yourself. You had your little crush make that call 1 to 2 days later when you guys released the video. And it just happened to make it when Andrew went live. Jason still has the Jessica Lunsford act on his record." See, there's the low blow right there. And that will never go away. Okay, Tammy. Well, there went the rifle. So let me just put you back in the kitchen, okay? Andrew's live has nothing to do with the correlation of the report being made and animal control showing up to put you in your place. The report was made last night at about around 12 o'clock our time. You hear me right? Our time. The email was sent off at 1:31. I can prove that because I sent it from my work email. You saying that, we called during Andrew's live is absolute horse shit. Andrew has nothing to do with this. So y'all back off Andrew for that one, okay? He has nothing to do with this. It has everything to do with me. So come at me. I'm the one that called. I'm the one that sent a report in. I'm the one that had to knock on your door. You thought you couldn't be touched, and you hurt an animal and let me see it. So I proved that I can touch you. She says, also, no, you didn't, Bubba. They just left and laughed, even showed them the video, and even demonstrated what I did exactly like I did in the video. They went back upstairs. You really shouldn't give away information like that, Tammy. Upstairs, that just geolocates yourself. It tells me you're in a 2-story apartment complex, dummy. And now I'm going to go take a nap. Good try, at least. We aren't dealing with a JLA on our record. That's the second time JLA. Gosh, it's like these guys have the JLA act on their record, but they're trying to deflect it off on us. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Let me look. Let me do some digging. Yeah, and I just love these little comments. It's awesome. It's awesome to see how she engages with her community, right? So, I seen a comment, and I'm trying to find it. Let's see here. Fucking A. Fucking A, Andrew. I see you cartwheeling through my comment section. Okay, let's see. It might have been on Queen Bee's post. I don't know. She posts so much and takes so much down, it's kind of hard to intercept it. Let's try this. Is it down here? No. Weird how my very first foster home parents was the Gaylords. Oh, Tammy, you're a foster kid? Oh, that explains a lot. Oh, that explains the animosity when somebody has a bond with somebody you can't stand because it's unbreakable and you try to bash yourself into there and break it apart. That explains why you're jealous. That explains why you're such a vile person. And they happen to be the Gaylords. Oh, I know you were bullied the whole entirety of your life. Get some therapy. There's people that help with that. Let's see. Oh, I think I know where I'm looking for. I know what I'm looking for. Oh, look at that. The comments are gone. Nice play, Tammy. Nice play. Go on and take your comments down, I see. It's almost like you knew I was going to cover your comments. Kasel's getting paid to do cartwheels? Wow. Andrew, you need to start throwing ones. We're running out of 50s. Wow, this is actually pretty impressive. So everything post-wise about animal control itself is gone. The comments are gone. The posts are still there. It's almost like you heard what I said about Andrew and Andrew's, live being nothing to do with it. So you went and took your lies to people down, because I do remember seeing a comment on there that says, Hold on, this might be it. Let me see. No, not it. It said that we called during Andrew's live, so you see why we called. No, that's not. That's not even remotely close to true. But of course, as of your nature, you took them down. It's okay. It's okay. I would be scared shitless too. Okay, I totally get it.
Special thanks to my.
Oh, I don't want to get copyright struck by myself. Yep, you sure did. You took all your comments off that post. Why are you running scared? That's my question. Let me see if it's on Boobers. No. I don't think it's it there. No. Nope. Gosh, he's obsessed with the welders. I swear. He's got this stuff. These are obviously spoofed certificates on his page. He probably used AI tools to generate this. Once, twice, 3 times, 4 times. 4 times on his page. This guy's really a lunatic. Oh shit, it's going down in my comments. Whoa, what did I just miss? One person's trash is another person's treasure. Well, that's a hell of a way to find out that you're adopted. Oh, and I mean, they just throw their personal lives story out here on the internet, and you got analytical and methodical minds like me who come in and pick them apart, and they get absolutely fucking furious. And then you have guys, and you know, this is why I say leave Andrew the fuck alone if y'all don't want to smoke, because me and Andrew have had words. Me and Andrew have argued until we were damn near blue and red in the face. We have screamed at each other on live streams, video chats, and what have you. Me and Andrew have let that go, okay? Life's too short to worry about drama, but drama does sell. Don't forget that. Drama does sell. Me and Andrew have come to the conclusions we're cool with each other. I mean, he got his point through. I got mine through. You know, nobody ever really takes the time to sit down and talk with Cajun and figure out that he's actually a pretty legit guy. Okay, and that's why I don't have a problem with Andrew. Andrew is allowed in any one of my chats and live streams, you know, unless, you know, I don't know, we get mad at each other. I mean, it's possible. We're men. It happens, you know. We get mad at each other for no fucking reason. That's why I said he's safe over here. Fuck them guys. I mean, look at this. He's got this Boober guy is obviously obsessed. And I'm not doing a drama anymore either. I kind of went off tangent here a minute ago because, you know, I get these fascinating comments on my YouTube, and it's absolutely awesome. Nada, you are right. I mean, I'm pretty sure several people called, but what I did, see, Boober doesn't know this. I know the law very well. I know the law down to the statutes and numbers. What he did last night was in direct violation of New York's Markets and State Law 323, physical violence against an animal, permitting physical violence against an animal. That's why them people knocked on his door, because there's video evidence and state statutes codes being mentioned in a formal email draft and then sent to the Fulton County Sheriff's Office, Johnstown Police Department, and animal control officer in that division. When that shit starts hitting their desks, they start doing things, okay? When you just call and bug the shit out of them about some useless ass fucking stories you're coming up with about somebody on the internet, they're not going to take you seriously, okay? You have family and law enforcement, bro. You should know this. You should know this. But like I said, you don't want to fuck with me, because I'll catch you eventually, and I did. And now look at you. You're triggered. You're pretty fucking mad, bud. All right, so let's go back on to our little teleprompt here. Merkman keeps, he's over there. Psst, teleprompt. Hello. All right, so I'll go into the nothing to see here defense on Boober's end. He claims that they didn't want to see the puppies, but in reality, when multiple agencies show up, they are conducting a visual assessment and documenting the environment. Often, officers use a calm and non-confrontational approach during a welfare check to avoid a scene, but that doesn't mean that they didn't see what they need to see. Did I say that clear enough for you to understand, Boober? Because you're acting like these cops are in your back pocket. You're acting like, you used to be the mayor or something, and you're not that guy, pal. You're not that fucking guy. And yeah, that's funny right there. Hold on. Who said that? Jason, yeah, Dad. He's going to call the FBI, CIA. He's going to call all the big three-letter agencies, and that's a common escalation defect right there. He's trying to escalate to his audience that he is this man of some power, which he has provided that he's nothing. Because, like I said, all of them calls that you supposedly have made, boobs, they didn't land nowhere, bud. I made 2 calls. Look at you now. Fuck stick. He's now threatening to call the FBI and U.S. Marshals. This level of aggression usually indicates that someone is feeling high pressure. A healthy, responsible pet owner won't react in this way to a welfare check by screaming at a camera and threaten federal involvement. See, if you were a healthy pet owner, you wouldn't do that. You wouldn't do what you just did. See, it's funny. I just caught you again. If you want to stop Merkman, Boober, you want to stop this, bud, it's simple. Stop yourself. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. Hell yeah, Andrew. He's making money doing them cartwheels. And yeah, exactly, Nada. He said he already called him. Why would he call again? You see, like I said, I've only called twice. The second time, it warranted a reaction. When you know your shit, and when they know you, things get done, boobs. Take notes. Let's educate the audience for a second on how this works. Deputies are trained in de-escalation tactics. They don't always kick in the door from their first visit. They show up, they observe, and they file a report. The fact that 3 units were there means the case file is officially open in Johnstown. He thinks he got away with it, but in reality, he just gave them a front row seat to his behavior. Yes, sir. I did give them last night your YouTube URL, your moderator list, Tammy's YouTube URL, her moderator list, a couple of people that are associated with you. There's a couple of people that I've cut out for exceptions, and I told them, who they were and everything. They're safe. No need to look into them. It's not looking good for you, bud. It's really not looking good for you. Notice how he never addresses the actual concerns. Instead, he attacks families. He attacks individuals. He even threatens to call the damn FBI and the marshals. This is the textbook definition of a bully. He is trying to scare us into silence. But look at the numbers. Our community is growing. People are seeing through the act. He can call us cupcakers all he wants, Raging Cage Media. He can call us cupcakers all he wants. But we're the ones standing up for animals that can't speak for themselves. We are not stopping. This was just the beginning. If you are tired of seeing bullies get away with neglect, hit that subscribe button. We're pushing past 53 subscribers and we aren't looking back. So like I said, if you are tired of seeing bullies get away with the neglect, hit the subscribe button because that ends here today. Every share, every report, and every comment counts, y'all. And everything that you guys bring to me, it's investigated heavily and it's sent off to the right resources. You know, it's part of being a proactive community member, something he has no idea about. But I do know one thing. His tone indicates the report was seriously taken enough to warrant a formal visit. Because like I said, his claims to be joking and laughing could be a direct front from the officers. So guys, what do you think of the boobers? All right, Andrew, it's been, hey, I appreciate you coming over, bro. It's been lit having you do cartwheels. It made my day. So yeah, guys. If we look at it now, before we wrap this up, this isn't the behavior of an innocent person, guys. This is the behavior of a bully who's feeling all of the pressure now. He is extremely pressured. He calls it horseplay, but we have a video of the distress. We have the facts. The more he yells, the more he shows his true colors. We are not backing down. We are ensuring that the authorities have every piece of evidence, including the video of Tammy Borden kicking the poor dog. Where's everybody going? I'm reading comments, my bad. So, let's talk about his contradictory behavior. He says he's waiting for them to show up. But we know from the previous video that they already showed up with animal control. This shows an inconsistency in how he's representing the timeline to his audience. He claims the dogs are in perfect health and have good teeth. Again, his defensive tone suggests that he's just trying to get ahead of the official welfare check results. Now let's talk about his latest defense about it. He posted a video and he said it's horseplays with his dogs. We've all seen the footage of what he calls horseplay, and the rest of the world sees it as distress. He claims the dogs are in perfect health, but he also said he was waiting for the cops to show up, even though we know they were already there. The inconsistencies are piling up, and he's trying to control the narrative before the official reports come out. He can attack our character all he wants, guys, but he can't attack or erase the footage on my page or the fact that the authorities were at his door. He can't get rid of that paper trail now. You're welcome, Robert. He's putting on a tough guy act. So he explicitly admits that when he came home, he saw animal control and 2 officers knocking on his door. To us, this is a huge win. It proves that the authorities didn't just take a no like he would expect. They mobilized 3 official units to his property based on my reports. Yes, he does look like a lunatic. Notice how quickly he shifts from talking about the dogs to attacking everybody else. Classic deflection tactic. Classic. When someone can't defend their own actions, they then try to change the subject by attacking the person who reported them. It was me. I did it. Elmo doesn't like him. He literally did the work for me by posting the video. He has publicly confirmed the law enforcement response and provided more evidence of his volatile behavior. He says he's won, but the animal control, the sheriff, and Johnstown police say there's a case file. So you lost. He's trying to act like a fine little cupcaker at this point. But the fact that he's bothered proves the pressure is working. They more likely did give him a hearing date, but if he admits that, he knows he'll lose his whole moderator list. Because what narrative can he push past that behind an animal abuser? You know, who's going to listen to somebody who kicks their dogs, who lets their vile bitch of a wife kick their dogs? If that was you, and I was there, like, if you were my wife and you kicked my dog like that, I'd have thrown you out the house. You'd have been gone. Fuck you, bitch. The dog stays. No, you'd have been divorced way faster than your generational grandpappy would have been married. Okay? Like I said, we don't do animal abuse around here. You know, I'll get rid of you, a human, before I get rid of the animal. The animal's not the problem. It's the human raising the animal. So, guys, everybody at boober.weird.queer, the moderators that are listening in the bush, it's okay to walk away. It's okay to walk away from such a demeaning character, okay? I will tell you this. Raging Cajun Media has built his entire channel off of bullies, okay? And if you feel like the moment you turn away, you'll face backlash from Boober and them, let me tell you something. It'll be okay. Just know one thing. His words carry no actions. My words carry weight heavier than lead. We can all see by his last video. I'm not scared of bullies. My actions are louder than his words. So if you're scared to walk away, just know one thing. I have more reach and more touch than he thinks. We all see this. We all see this. So don't be scared to walk away from that freakazoid iceberg lizard, okay? Don't be scared. Don't be scared of what he's going to view you as, okay? We don't care over here at Raging Cajun Media. We listen, we judge, but at the end of the day, we can't send you to heaven or hell. That's St. Peter's job. So if you're going to leave his channel, leave it. You can come over here and enjoy and do cartwheels in my chat all day you want to. We'll protect you from Boot Crew. My moderators are damn good. They actually do phenomenal research. It's a big word for Boober, I know. Phenomenal. It's actually exponentially phenomenal research. So yeah. Come over here. You won't get bullied by Booby. We ain't gonna let that happen to you. We understand, losers attract losers, and he's a very aggressive person, and he acts like he knows all and can do all, but it's okay, guys. Just come over here. Don't worry about him. He's a nobody. He's a loser, and you guys are following him because you think he's cool. And like I said, losers attract losers. Predators attract predators. They are predators. They are losers. They are people predators, should I say. Because if we all had proof of them being child predators, oh God help them souls. So they're people predators. They prey on people's emotions, feelings, personal life details, information, turns around, uses it against them, holds it over their head just to gain a following. This is how bullies work. Play the boober clip. Merkman, really? Merkman had enchiladas last night. Sorry about that. To make the folio crisp too. That would be taco salad. That would be Johnstown Police Department and Fulton County Sheriff's Office and the Animal Control Division of Johnstown, New York. They should have body cam available. They should have FOIA request on hand. Tell them I sent you. I got it. I know. I see. Ha 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 ha. Bet Boober didn't know that. I seen it. I got it. They checked on every one of them dogs. I know. Because they seen it. Because I put in a FOIA request. Yeah, boy. So that's how I know you're lying. Okay? Your tone, your aggression, and now the newfound fact that I did see the body cam, buddy. You're lying. They did check on all the dogs. Looks like you're a damn fool. Buddy. You just should you should stop. Just stop right now while you're ahead, okay? Because nothing you can say at this point is going to save your ass, Boober. Nothing is going to make you credible anymore. Nothing is going to make you relevant, okay? You have no power. You have no following. You have no leg to stand on, okay? Your 50 calls that you claim to make, like I mentioned before. I'm looking down the road. I don't see anybody. Oh, let me look this way. Hey, Mark, man, you see anybody? No? Okay. Yeah. Hey, bud, who knocked on your door earlier? Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, that should tell you not to fuck with me. Should tell you right there, bud. So let's get into this Boober clip. We gotta play it. Damn, what exploded? Sorry, we got some construction going on nearby, so. Raging Cajun had to step out for a smoke and check on things and, make sure everybody's safe.
Well. Good afternoon, you fine little cupcakers. You know what? I come home from my group, I roll down the road, and what do I see? I see animal control. I see police officers. They're knocking on my door. Well, Bubba, look at that, buddy. You grew a set of balls. I am very fucking proud of you. But you want to see something? I got all my dogs. I got all my puppy dogs.
Let's just make a correction there for everybody at Raging Cajun Media. He did not turn the lens in any way to prove, therefore, thereby in that he does, in fact, have all his dogs.
Good try, fuckstick. Didn't even want to see any of the puppies or nothing, you dumb fuck. How about that? I got all my dogs. Every fucking one of them. Good try. Good try. So, you might want to try to do something a little bit better with your fucking time. Okay? You, Connie, cutbag, unwanted Connie, okay? You, your mother, and
Connie's more wanted than you want to put off.
Jason, you know, the Predator Jason. Mr. Jason, the Predator Johnston. That's who you want to deal with. Okay? Big boy. Aw, look at you, Bubba. 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 I'm so proud of you, Bubba, for calling the law enforcement on me. But I got to give you credit. You got more balls than your mother. I'm still waiting for the law to show up. I'm still waiting for the law to show up at my house about other shit. So come on and pull your punch, motherfuckers. I'm waiting. Come play with me. Good boy. You might want to sit down now because now it's going to get really down, dirty, and motherfucking ugly. Because Louisiana's next. And I'm going to make another call to Collier County. And then I'm going to make another call to the FBI. And then I'm going to make another call to the U.S. Marshals. I am going to make sure Jason Johnston is locked up. So you have yourself a blessed day. You might want to find Jesus. Jesus will save you. Bye-bye now.
Sounds like he's a little triggered. Sounds like he's losing his mind. And Connie, to be honest with you, you were probably in every way better than Tammy is, and that's why he picks on you. Classic bully trick right there. He probably reminisces you every time, you know. And I commend the fact that he, you know, acknowledged that I grew some balls. You know, it took a while to finally get him off my balls so I can, you know, stand up and call the cops. So, yeah, thank you for getting off my balls, Boober, so I can actually, you know, get up and call the cops because you were weighing me down for a second. Okay, so I know they checked on the dogs. Like I said, I seen the body cam. They did provide that to me, so it's kind of a perk I get for reporting animal abusers and animal predators. But yeah, like I said, Connie, he picks on you because you had to be better than Tammy. I mean, he misses you. He misses you. So, now that we heard the tripped Boober man, we're funny guy, we can all definitely come to a professional conclusion that he has lost his godly given orbles. So, Boob man, I got a question. You said you were going to call Collier County, Louisiana, the FBI, the state marshal. The funny thing is, I've been sitting out here all day. Yeah, I'm still waiting on them, bud. I'm still waiting, you know. A man like me, as dangerous as your mods put off and as you would put off, they would be at my doorstep pronto. We're talking with a bear cat, okay? It's as bad as you put me off to be, and as bad as you put my family off to be, I don't see a Linko Bearcat in my driveway. Nice try, bud. Nice try. That's not going to scare me, okay? I do actually proactively know my local law enforcement, and they know me. So, and they know what I'm doing, okay? So, good luck. I've already, you know, called and filed a no swatting attempt. So, you can't swat me. So, if you're familiar with law enforcement and law enforcement tactics, you'll know that there's a no swatting order, right? Especially for streamers and YouTube people. And especially in a state like Florida, it's heavily regulated. So when you call Collier County, like you say, they don't show up, dumb fuck, because of the no swatting order that I have placed on my residence and my mother's residence and even my Aunt Christine's residence. Okay, so let's get that in order. Your swatting attempts aren't going to work They are locally piling up your swatting calls. And eventually you're going to call one too many times there, buddy boy cupcake, and you're going to go to jail. Okay? So if you were really close to law enforcement, like you say, you would have known about the no SWAT order put on this residence, my mom's residence, and my Aunt Christine's residence. So with that being said, get bent, Boober. How's that feel, bud? Somebody's actually smarter than you. I hope it enrages you. I hope it makes you have an aneurysm. I hope your futile tries and desperate attempts to fail this far is really driving at your want to drink again. I hope I drive you to drink it. I really do. Because you know what? I'm actually fixing to go crack a beer on live stream and drink to your sorrows. Okay? So, boobs. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, bud. Let's talk about the three-letter agencies that's going to show up at my residence. Because like I said, all three of my residences, actually all seven of them are protected. All of my addresses. You didn't think about that one, did you? No, you didn't. So you might want to go and call your local police department and put a no SWAT order on yourself. Because there's no telling what rogue mods you have now is going to turn on you. Good luck with that, boobs. Yeah, guys, he's really a fool. He's really stupid. He didn't think a young whippersnapper like me would know more about the law than he does. You see, there's a reason they don't show up out here. Like I said, it's the no SWAT order. If he was really as smart as he would like to put off in his judge, jury, and damn prosecutor-esque lives, he would have known that. You would have known that. So let's talk about these three-letter agencies supposed to show up, bud. Let's talk about it. You said it. I'm waiting. I don't see them. Hold on, let me go out the door one more time. Yep. Nope. I see them. Hold on, let me make sure there are no helicopters out here. No. I don't see Lockheed Martin out here either. I don't see the FBI. Is that the U.S. Marshal in my bush? No, that's just Booby Weir hoping something happens, you know? I mean, yeah, exactly, Nada. They don't call me know-it-all Nada for no reason. And see, the best thing about Raging Cajun Media, everybody over here is a responsible drinker, unlike boobies. We don't like to get drunk and beat our significant others. Yeah, they can't even fly drones over my residence. They have to, if they respond to one of my residences, they have to first give me a phone call and prove that there's something legitimate going on at my residence, my other residence, or my other residence before they kick in the door or pull the fucking Linko Bearcat up. Okay? Yeah, he didn't know that. And it's pretty bad because he's apparently got close law enforcement, connections I don't want to play with. Well, buddy, I've already played with your connections. Your connections aren't shit. Your connections didn't get you anywhere. Mine did. So how does it feel, boobs, to be dominated by a 25-year-old? Huh? Seems like I see a little envy in you. Seems like you're a little frustrated. See, me and Merkman over here, we put this all together, and the great minds think alike. So next time you try to SWAT somebody, make sure they don't have a YouTube channel, because YouTubers were protected in certain states from swatting. It just seems like Boober didn't call and put a no SWAT order on his own house. But see, I didn't SWAT his house. I reported an actual factual animal neglect case. And it is that. And it is reported as that. Black and white documentation. Animal neglect accusation. I have it in my email. Huh. Damn it, man. Looks like you really fucked up. But as it anyways, guys, as it all goes, I'll be letting you know. I'm fixing to jump off. I'm gonna go. I don't know. Wait for Boober to put out a reply, and try to make himself look relevant again. Yeah, this is an interesting endeavor. Yeah, Tammy sure was quiet, ain't it? Tammy sure was quiet. They see when they learn something new, what they do is they go quiet and they fact check me. They'll go and Google it, and they'll stay quiet if I'm right. And if for any reason they can articulate in some way that I'm somehow wrong, they'll post, right. They'll say, "Oh no, technically this, technically that." It's like with the JLA certificate of compliance. You know, if somebody passes the JLA Act, you know, the certificate of compliance, you know, it shows on their background check. It's basically saying, yeah, you know, you can be a vendor at a school. You know, it's basically a high security level clearance, right? And they're getting the rocks off at thinking it's something that it's not. This is the whole stereotype of this guy. He sits in front of his camera. He thinks he's a cop or whatever, and you know his granddaddy or you know his uncle might be a PI or some shit, but that doesn't mean you can go on here and act like you're turkey bacon. You know, fucking discount Paul Blart. I will. I'll try. I hope you all have a good night too. But yeah. And anyway, I'm gonna see what all becomes of this. I'll be covering more of this as the report goes on. So yeah, we will be heavily invested in this case and following it. So I love all of you guys. Thank you guys for being great moderators. Thank you guys for all the tips. Thank you guys for bringing it to my attention. We will continue to follow this story as it progresses. I love every single one of you. Raging Caden, I'm out. Merkman, he's out. We'll see you guys tomorrow.